Welcome back to Saturday Agenda. I'm Rob Astorino. So President Trump, since the moment he took office, has tried to bring jobs back to the United States and away from other countries. But we got a shortage of American workers, and that's posed a little bit of a challenge. Texas businessman and founder of JoeFromTexas.com, Joe Penland, thinks he's got a solution. Joe from Texas, welcome back. I love it. I mean, that's like, it's a little bit of your inner J.R. Ewing there. I love the hat and everything.
Well, he's a little more famous than Joe from Texas, but that's okay.
So you wrote a Newsmax.com op-ed this week where you lay out a plan to solve the American workforce shortage. Lay it out for us.
Well, you know, we do have a shortage. I mean, it's not Joe from Texas saying that. The United States Chamber of Commerce said that in December of 24, if every man and woman took a job in their field, we'd still have 8 million jobs that we could not fill. So we have a problem right now. No manufacturer, no construction company is good if they don't have workers. Now, the president's got a great plan to bring in $5 or $6 or $7 trillion worth of money into this country to expand our manufacturing and start building us back as that manufacturing superpower that we need to be. But we'll have to have people to do that. People are going to leave companies that's been with them for years to take these higher paid jobs. Other companies, manufacturing companies, will suffer. We have a shortage of workers, and we have a lot of people in this country that's been here 5 to 25 years, don't have the proper documentation, but they're not criminals, and they didn't come over in the last 4 years. We need to figure out a way to keep those people and make a profit off of that process.
So the estimates are like 15 to 20 million undocumented workers in the U.S. What do we do with all of them, and how will it affect things like Social Security, the federal coffers?
Well, Social Security, these people, if they're undocumented, they don't draw Social Security and should not draw Social Security. The plan that we have to put in place is that we vet all people that we think do not have the proper documentation. You give employers in this country a safe harbor of about 90 days. So if they get their people checked, somebody doesn't pass, they're not charged a fine for that. If we vet these people and they've been here 10, 15, 20 years or even 5 years, then we give those people a yellow card, not a green card. That means they can work in this country as long as their employer pays a tariff, and the president loves tariffs, of $25 a day to work those people. I lost 4 employees whenever they had the crackdown out of 84. Would I pay $100 to get those 4 men back? Absolutely. And everybody I talked to would love to do that also. If the number's just 10 million people, that's 250 million a day. That would be about $78 billion a year. We took $67 billion out of the trust fund last year to shore up Social Security. We could take care of Social Security on the back of this immigration tariff.
So I'm going to use the A word. Is this amnesty? Because that would be probably be a political no-no.
No, it's not amnesty, and it's not a pathway to citizenship.
Okay.
So what an employer does when they bring people in this country, there's work programs now that you can bring people in the agricultural sector and work 9 months, and those people have to go back. Those people don't pay into Social Security because they're not going to draw Social Security, but they do pay taxes. They do buy food. They do pay rent. They do help our economy. You know, in California, there's one particular truck farm out there that has 30,000 people that work, or 3,000 people that work for them. Now they're down to about 20% of that. Crops are rotting in the field. Would they pay $25 a day for those workers that's experienced to come back and pick that? Absolutely, they would. We don't want to get ourselves in a situation like we did in 1920 when we said prohibition, get rid of all the alcohol. In 10, 12 years, we had to have another constitutional amendment to change that. I see the United States going to reform where we are today. You'll see something change in the next few years. I hope it changes in the next 3 years so the president can take credit for it.
So why do you think there's such a workforce shortage in America?
Well, we have a lot of work going on right now. Thank goodness. We've got a lot of LNG plants, a lot of pipelines. A lot of our infrastructure has gotten old, Rob, over the years. These highline poles that are up that are decaying are all having to be changed right now. They're trying to get ready for AI. That's going to take a tremendous amount of power. You know, and when you look at these LNG plants that take 5 to 8 years to build, That's a lot of time. That's a lot of people that's going to be tied up for a long, long period of time. And then you look on top of stacking more on top of that. But the government's grown too big. We've promised too much. We subsidized too many. We got a lot of people sitting on the couch right now. And I hope this one of the things about this new bill, where we're going to get these able-bodied people off the couch and go to work or shut their pay off, that would help our work shortage right there.
Yeah, you're right. Joe from Beaumont, Texas. It's good to have you.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too.